So you want to own a gym of your own. You picture rows of gleaming machines and members chasing their goals. People pay you every month, and the equipment just sits there working. It feels like the perfect business, pure profit once the doors open. No inventory to spoil, no product to ship, just members paying monthly. And in one strange way, that instinct is completely correct. A great gym truly can become a beautiful money machine, but not for the reason that almost anyone would ever guess. Here is the secret that every successful gym owner quietly understands. A gym does not actually make its money from people who exercise. A gym makes its money from the people who never show up, the members who pay every month and rarely walk through the door. So a gym is not really a fitness business at all. It is a subscription business that happens to contain some fitness equipment. Tonight we break down what a gym actually sells behind the machines. The equipment is impressive, but the real question is far simpler. Where does the money come from, and where does it quietly disappear? So tonight we do one thing above all else: we follow the money. We trace every dollar from the first one spent to the last one kept, and by the end, you will see the machine hiding behind the treadmills. Let's start with what almost nobody understands about a gym. A gym looks like a place where people come to work out. It is actually a business built entirely on monthly recurring payments. The single most important number in a gym is not attendance. It is the number of members paying their monthly dues. And here is the beautiful, slightly uncomfortable truth of the model. A gym sells far more memberships than it could ever physically hold. This is the exact same logic an airline uses to overbook a flight. The airline sells more seats than the plane holds, betting some will not fly. A gym sells more memberships than the floor holds, betting most stay home. Think about a gym with room for maybe 50 people at once. That same gym might sell 3,000 or 4,000 memberships. If even a fraction of them showed up, the gym would collapse. The parking lot would overflow and every machine would have a line. The whole model would break the instant everyone actually appeared. But that never happens, because most members simply do not come. Studies of the industry suggest most members visit only a handful of times. Many sign up in January, come twice, and then quietly vanish. Yet the monthly payment keeps flowing out of their account. Some studies suggest the average member visits only a few times a month, and a large share barely use the gym at all after the first weeks. Yet almost none of them cancel the moment they stop coming. That silent, absent member is the most profitable customer a gym has. They pay full price and use none of the water, power, or space. They cost the gym nothing, yet fund the rent and the payroll. An army of these ghost members quietly keeps the whole business alive. Now hold that idea, because it explains everything that follows tonight. Before any of that, you have to survive opening the doors at all. And opening a gym is far more expensive than most people imagine. The total cost to open a gym varies enormously by size and type. A small studio might open for a couple $100,000. A large full-service health club can cost several million to build. The single largest cost is usually the equipment on the floor. Commercial treadmills, bikes, and machines are shockingly expensive to buy. A single commercial treadmill can cost $5,000 to $10,000. These are not the cheap machines people buy for their homes. They are built to run for hours a day under heavy use. Now fill an entire floor with dozens of those machines. Then add racks, benches, cables, free weights, and specialty stations. The equipment bill alone can run into hundreds of thousands of dollars. And much of it must be financed, adding debt payments from day one. Then there is the space itself, which must be very large. A gym needs enormous square footage compared to most other businesses. A single treadmill and its walking space eats real square footage. Multiply that across a whole floor of machines and open areas. A gym can easily need many times the space of a small shop. All that floor space comes with an enormous monthly rent. Then you build the locker rooms, the showers, and the front desk. Plumbing for all those showers is a major construction expense. Add flooring strong enough to survive dropped weights every day. Add mirrors, sound systems, lighting, and heavy air conditioning. A gym full of exercising people generates a surprising amount of heat. Cooling that space is a constant and expensive battle. Then come the licenses, the insurance, and the initial staff. Gym insurance is costly because injuries are always a real risk. Add it all together, and the barrier to entry is steep. This is why so many gyms open under a franchise brand. The franchise provides the name, the system, and the equipment deals, but it also takes a cut of your revenue forever after. Now the doors are open, and the real machine starts to run. Here is how a gym actually makes money, layer by layer. The first and largest layer is the base monthly membership. This is the steady river of recurring revenue that defines the businesses. Every month, thousands of members are charged automatically to their cards. The gym earns this money whether the member shows up or not. And that automatic payment is the secret to the whole model. Most people forget they even have the membership at all. It sits on their card statement, a small charge they ignore. Canceling feels like admitting they gave up on their fitness goals, so they keep paying, month after month, telling themselves they will return. That guilt is quietly one of the most profitable forces in the gym. The second layer is the sign-up and annual fees layered on top. Many gyms charge an initiation fee just to join at all. Then they add an annual maintenance fee once every year. These fees add pure profit on top of the monthly dues. The annual fee often lands quietly, months after anyone remembers joining. It arrives as a surprise charge that most members simply accept. Each fee is small enough to ignore but large in total. Across thousands of members, these little charges add up fast. The third layer is personal training, the biggest upsell of all. A personal trainer might charge $60 to $100 per session. The gym keeps a large share of every session that is sold. Personal training can rival the entire membership base in total profit, because the members who actually show up are the ones who buy it. So the gym earns from the absent members and the active ones alike. The ghosts pay their dues and demand nothing in return. The regulars pay their dues and then buy training on top. Every type of member becomes profitable in a different way. That is the quiet brilliance hiding inside the fitness business. The fourth layer is everything else sold inside the building. Protein shakes, supplements, branded clothing, and cold drinks at the desk, tanning beds, massage chairs, and premium locker rentals. Each one adds another small stream of margin on top. Some gyms even rent out studio space to outside class instructors. Others host boot camps, yoga sessions, and specialty programs for extra fees. Every square foot is quietly pushed to earn its own keep. The goal is to squeeze more revenue from the same fixed space. Before we go deeper, here is a question worth sitting with. If a gym profits most from absent members, what does it truly sell? Fitness, or the comfortable feeling that you might get fit someday? Tell me your honest answer in the comments as we continue. Now here is the counterintuitive part that surprises almost everyone. A gym does not actually want all of its members to show up. The perfect member pays every month and never uses the facility. The gym gets their money and spends nothing to serve them. The active member costs the gym water, power, wear, and space. This creates a strange and quiet tension at the heart of the business. The gym must feel welcoming enough to make people sign up, but it secretly relies on most of them not actually coming. This is why gyms advertise so heavily every single January. They are not selling exercise. They are selling a fresh start. They sell the fantasy of the person you promised to become. And they know most of those promises will quietly fade by March, but the payments will keep flowing long after the motivation dies. That gap between intention and action is where the gym gets rich. The New Year resolution is the single greatest gift to the industry. Millions of hopeful people sign long contracts in a burst of motivation. The gym happily locks in a year of payments during that hopeful week. By spring, most of those members are gone but still paying. The industry has quietly turned human willpower into a reliable revenue stream. Now let's turn the machine around and look at the other side. Here is what it costs to keep those doors open every month. Rent is the first great cost, and gyms need huge spaces. That enormous footprint means a rent bill few businesses could bear. Then comes payroll for the front desk, trainers, and cleaning staff. A gym must be staffed during every hour it stays open, and many gyms stay open for 24 hours a day. Then come the crushing utility bills for such a large space. Lighting, heating, and cooling a giant room runs constantly. All those showers demand enormous amounts of hot water daily. Then there is equipment maintenance, an endless and unavoidable cost. Machines break under constant heavy use and must be repaired fast. A broken machine on the floor is a daily source of complaints. Treadmill belts wear out, cables fray, and electronics fail constantly. Each repair costs money, and each idle machine annoys paying members. A gym that looks run down loses members faster than almost anything. Then add insurance, marketing, music licensing, and cleaning supplies. A gym must be spotless, or members quickly quit in disgust. Add it together, and the fixed costs of a gym are heavy. This is why the recurring membership model matters so much. The gym needs that steady monthly river just to cover its overhead. Now let's look at how a gym can quietly fall apart. The first killer is a high cancellation rate, called churn. Every member who quits must be replaced just to stay even. If people cancel faster than they join, the gym slowly bleeds out. This is why gyms make canceling so frustrating and difficult. Some require a letter, a visit, or a 30-day written notice. Every extra barrier keeps a paying member trapped a little longer. Some gyms only allow cancellations in person during limited hours. Others demand a certified letter mailed to a distant office. Every hoop is designed to make quitting harder than staying. The gym is betting you will give up and keep paying instead. The second killer is overbuilding, spending too much on fancy equipment. An owner in love with the newest machines can drown in debt. The equipment looks impressive, but it does not pay the rent by itself. The third killer is a new competitor opening down the road. Fitness members are notoriously easy to lure away with lower prices. A budget gym opening nearby can gut an expensive club overnight. Most members are not deeply loyal to any single gym brand. They chase convenience and price above almost everything else. If a cheaper option appears closer to home, they simply switch. The fitness business has almost no true customer loyalty to lean on. To see how the smart money plays this game, look at Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness built an empire on the psychology we just described. They priced their basic membership at only $10 a month. That price is low enough that almost anyone can say yes, and low enough that canceling never feels quite worth the effort. They deliberately designed their gyms to welcome the casual beginner. They famously avoid the intense bodybuilder culture that scares newcomers off. They call their spaces a judgment-free zone for the nervous first-timer. They keep the heaviest weights and the loudest lifters at a distance. The goal is to make an out-of-shape beginner feel comfortable signing up. They even offer free pizza and bagels on certain days. Critics laughed, asking why a gym would hand out junk food. But the answer reveals the entire genius of their model. Planet Fitness does not profit from people working out intensely. It profits from millions of members paying $10 and rarely coming. They built a huge base of low-cost, low-usage, high-margin members. They also added a low-cost premium tier for a few dollars more. That tier unlocked extra perks most members would rarely ever use. It was another gentle upsell layered on the $10 base. The company grew into thousands of locations across the country. It became one of the largest gym brands in the entire world, all by understanding that the customer who stays home pays best. Now let's put real numbers on a single gym, illustratively. Imagine a mid-sized gym with 3,000 paying members. Each one pays an average of $30 every month. That is $90,000 in monthly recurring revenue. Now add personal training, which brings in $20,000 more, and supplements and extras add another $5,000 each month. So the gym earns around $115,000 monthly. Notice that nearly all of it arrives automatically, without a single sale. The cards are charged on the first, whether anyone visits or not. That predictability is what makes the model so powerful and so calm. Now follow that money out through the costs of the building. Rent takes $25,000, and payroll takes $35,000. Utilities take $15,000, and maintenance takes $8,000. Marketing, insurance, and supplies take another $12,000. That leaves roughly $20,000 in monthly profit. On paper, that is a healthy and stable business each month. But notice what quietly holds the whole thing together. If every member suddenly demanded their full value, the gym would break. The profit depends on most members paying without ever showing up. Now follow that money back to the millions invested to build it. At that rate of profit, the payback stretches over several years, and that assumes the membership base stays loyal and steady throughout. So let's walk through the 2 years that decide a gym's fate. In the good year, memberships grow steadily month after month, cancellations stay low, and the New Year rush fills the roles. Personal training sells well to the members who do show up. The recurring revenue climbs above the fixed costs with room to spare. A well-run gym can throw off steady profit for many years. The best gym chains become worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Some of the largest have grown into billion-dollar public companies. Their steady, predictable revenue is exactly what investors love most. A river of monthly payments is worth more than any single big sale. In the bad year, a budget competitor opens just down the street. Cancellations spike as members chase the cheaper monthly price. The recurring river shrinks while the fixed costs stay exactly the same. The rent, the payroll, and the utilities do not care about churn. Soon the gym is losing members faster than it can replace them. A gym that cannot refill its rolls will quietly bleed to death. The recurring river that once felt so safe can reverse direction, and a shrinking membership base is almost impossible to rebuild quickly. The same building, the same machines, two completely different outcomes. The difference was never the equipment, it was the machine underneath. This is the truth that no daydream about owning a gym includes. A gym looks like a place that sells fitness and hard work. Underneath, it is a subscription business selling hope and good intentions. The machines are just the stage where that promise is displayed. The real product is the monthly charge that most people forget to cancel. Just as Planet Fitness proved, the absent member is the profitable one. So here is the one lesson to remember from all of this. A gym does not sell exercise, it sells the intention to exercise. And intention, unlike a treadmill, never wears out or breaks down. The next time you see a gym packed with brand new equipment, remember that the machines are not really the product on sale. The product is the small monthly charge you might forget to cancel. The equipment is just the beautiful stage where hope is performed. Because you do not win this game by filling every machine. You win by keeping a steady river of members quietly paying. The workout is the easy part, the recurring revenue is the whole game. So can a gym work? Yes, but only under one condition. Only if you follow the money into the recurring monthly base. Only if you keep churn low and the sign-ups always flowing. Only if you respect that the absent member is your best customer. Do that, and a quiet money machine can run for years. If this breakdown showed you the machine the dream never did, subscribe. Next time we break down the economics of owning a gas station. A business that earns almost nothing on the fuel it is named for. The doors are open. Now you know where the money really hides.